Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell. Ring the little bell so you are notified when new videos drop. And, ever since we heard there was going to be a new Indiana Jones movie, I think the main response from most people were like, why? Like, what, why? I mean, look, why? The last one wasn't very good. We liked the originals, and like, why? Why? Harrison Ford, why? And the answer is, of course. Of course, to make Indiana Jones into a lady. Of course, the latest brilliant brainchild behind coming from Kathleen Kennedy, the woman behind the destruction of things that you loved as a child, the person who blew up Abu Akbar for shits and giggles. Yeah, now Indiana Jones is going to be a lady, probably Phoebe Waller-Bridge. We're going to read this article from an unimpeachable source, the Mail Online. Listen. There are oracles of the future that will uncannily tell you, you can go, you can give them offerings, and they will tell you what will be. They will gaze into the crystal ball, and they will tell you with complete accuracy what to expect in the future. And then there's the Mail Online. Even though I think, like a stop clock, they're right twice a day. I think they're probably right about this one. Before we get into it, can you hit the like button? Even though none of us like this. But I was listening to a video from your boy Zach the other day, maybe yesterday, and he was basically saying this. Of course. This is part of the life cycle of anything, of everything, and of any franchise, right? After it's been around for so long, it's got enough material that they can make more movies out in comics or whatever or TV shows for their streamers. After it's been around for long enough, there's just enough of back catalogue. It doesn't matter what they do with it. They can just put a caretaker on it and it can fall apart. It doesn't matter if it falls apart because we've still got this whole back catalogue and stuff. This is part of the life cycle of any franchise. And it's sad for us because we know this means the franchise is on its way out. It's dying. Yeah. But, listen, honestly, I'm a real strong believer that Indiana Jones should not go forward without Harrison Ford, and the last two movies were a mistake. I think we should have just left them. They are Back to the Future, right? Back to the Future have stayed a revered classic of three movies because they're stayed a revered classic of three movies, and they're not constantly trying to pump out another movie. Even though I think they did a stage production of it, which I'm kind of into, right? But I just don't think they're trying to make more of them, and it's probably a good idea. Fine, before we get in it, can you hit the like button? That would be very, very nice. Can you hit the share button? That would be even nicer, right? And look, hit the like button. That's pretty darn nice. But the nicest thing you can do, well, amongst the nicest things you can do, hit the subscribe button, baby. Hit the subscribe button. I like people to subscribe. I like it a lot, right? I like it way too much, like just way too much. But there you go. That's just who I am for you. So like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think. Yeah, let me know what you think on this one. You want to be super nice? Go check out my Indiegogo. Oh God, this is the last week I'm giving this bloody plug. There you go. Two awesome graphic novels. They've both been uploaded to the printers. Working on the extras now. I haven't realised there was a missing page. Not in this one. This is biblical. 240 pages long. I wrote and drew this one. Did quite a darn good job, if I do say so myself. It's very, very biblically accurate. Not preaching anyway. Hopefully it'll give you a new way to look at things. But really, it's just kind of an interesting story. That's the way I look at it, right? Again, this is not some weird clandestine way to make you change your life. The brain trust sitting around making Doctor Who said, you know what? People hate ladies. No, nobody hates ladies. People hate ladies. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to make Doctor Who into a lady, right? And that way, because people like Doctor Who, and then they're going to like ladies because they like Doctor Who. Isn't that brilliant? Yeah, no, it's not like that. It's not like that at all. It's just a book, mate. 240 pages long, pretty darn good, if I do say so myself. And The Imperium, a love letter to telefans in the 1960s. This is the one I missed the page, like a page of actual story from the comic book. Not one of the extra pages, but the actual pivotal moment from it. I'm glad I caught it. So this it's more than 120, but it's 124 pages long now. Which is I added in the page I was missing. That did help. Fine, so you get that. You get a bunch of extras. You get this poster. And hopefully by the time you'll see this video, I'll put an update on there that you can choose another post. If you're a backer, just go choose whatever post you want. Let me know. I'll add it into your package. That thing I'm working on next is getting everything, the spreadsheet ready, so make sure everybody gets the packages correctly. So you get this poster, Forever Young. You can get this one, Great Balls of Fire. You get this one, The Eyes Have It, and this one, A Bohemian Time Space. And of course, everybody gets, if you get both books, of course, you get the For the Male Gaze series of postcards, Falsta's Female, Sensing Strong Emotions Captain, No Hanky and Panky in a TARDIS, Don't Even Think It's Citizen, Party Like It's 1999, and Keeping the British End Up. Keep the good James Bondy one. James Bond, the other franchise, Phoebe Waller-Bridge is looking to destroy. Now listen, before I get into this, I want to give everybody hope. I think the apocalypse is going to unfold this year. I've said it was coming. Now wait and see. I said last year, we're going to get ready for it. We're getting ready for an apocalypse. It didn't turn out the way I thought, right? But kind of did. kind of everything panned out the way kind of I was indicating. So what I think is going to happen over the next few months is some kind of stunning Middle Eastern conflict which completely destroys the power of Tehran, right? That's what I expect to happen. I think it to be a world-changing event, much similar to like the 1967 war. We call it the 6-Day War in Israel. Is that the one they call the Nakba, the tragedy in the Arab world? I hope so. Hopefully this will derail all of this and like the James Bond that she's going to destroy. I don't know when Doctor Who's coming out, but I reckon this is going to go down somewhere between, I would say between October to March, somewhere in that window. Thinking around October, November, right? So hopefully it will stop this, right? It probably won't come out in time to derail Doctor Who, but hopefully it will. Hopefully it will, and hopefully it'll torpedo the new James Bond movie, which you know is going to be awful, right? And if it's not awful, I'll be somewhat surprised. I will be more surprised if the apocalypse doesn't happen. No, I'll be more surprised if the new James Bond movie is good and than if the apocalypse doesn't happen. That's how much I think the apocalypse is going down. I think it's going to just play out in like slow real time. Just don't expect anything to happen in an instant, baby. Fine. So that's our note of optimism that we're leading on. That maybe the world will end and this terrible fate won't come to pass. Phoebe Waller-Bridge could replace Harrison Ford as Indiana Jones after starring alongside him in next year's film. Well, again, it makes sense. This is the only trick they have, right? And they got so mad, right? They got so mad at Ethan Van Sciver. Great channel, by you should subscribe to Ethan Van Sciver, because he broke the news that Superman was going to be gay, right? Because it's the only thing they can do. They go, do you remember that episode of South Park where Cartman has to pretend to be a robot, and Hollywood producers get hold of him, and they get him to like give pitches for movies, and they're all the same thing, like get Adam Sandler to do that, like, you know, so that's the only thing they got. Like, oh, let's do Green Lantern, but you know what? Let's do Green Lantern as a girl. Really? Oh, I didn't think of that. A Green Lantern girl. Well, who would play her? Well, obviously a black actress. Not that I'm looking at color, but obviously a black actress. Obviously. Like, it's the only thing they can do. James Bond, 007, is going to be a girl, right? Loretta Lynch is 007. They've been very clear about that. And they would very much like her to be the focus of the series moving forward. They don't know if they can pull it off. Again, it's the same mentality of the people that said, hey, you know what? People don't like women. No, they don't like women. Women are oppressed underclass. People don't like women. But people do like Doctor Who, right? People do like Star Wars. So you know what? We'll make the Jedi in Star Wars into a girl. And then, because people like the Jedi in Star Wars, they'll like girls. They'll like girls. Yes, they'll work. It's the same thing. Like, so I have no doubt that, like, she's going to be Indiana Jones' assistant, and she'll just take on the name Indiana Jones, because take on the mantle, because why not? Who cares? Nothing matters. She's a star as Indiana Jones' sidekick next year, and Harrison Ford's last outing as the old adventure. Again, this goes against the rules of 2021 that she's a sidekick. No. I really recommend that you pick up this James Bond comic book written by I was going to say a woman, a person called Vita Ayala. I don't know if she identifies as a woman. She's queer and brown. That's what she says about herself. She is queer and brown. Please pay her and make your corporation look good. In which they sidelined James Bond and made him look like a complete doofus relentlessly, and then had a self-insert of Vita Ayala, who was great at everything. So yeah, I don't believe for a second she's a sidekick. I think that Harrison Ford is probably her sidekick. Now Phoebe Waller-Bridge is being tipped to replace the veteran actor as the female version of the fictional professor of archaeology in the adventure movie franchise. Oh God, why else would they be making it, right? Why? Like, we all said why. What is the point? Why do this? So we can make another franchise female. And you know, like, I read 2000 AD each week, right? And I like, generally speaking, quite like 2000 AD. And 2000 AD, like most things I like, were normally reasonably progressive, right? They were very anti-authoritarian and reasonably, like, you know, chaffing against the norms of society, you know, the patriarchal, whatever you want to call it, right? And so, you know, within the action, we often did get great female heroes. Judge Anderson, we had Halo Jones. There's a book called Brink, which I really enjoy, right? But the balance was to be 80% male heroes and 20% female. Why? Because little boys read 2000 AD, and basically having the norm for an action adventure hero is male, right? Because men and women are not the same. Does this mean that women can't be an action adventure hero? No. But does it mean that the norm is for women to be action adventure heroes? No, it doesn't mean that. But they have made that the norm. So now 2000 AD is basically everybody in it is a female hero, apart from Judge Dredd, and they will make Dredd female as well if they could. But like, everything is about a female hero, right? So how would this not happening, right? How is this not happening? Making a first female lead in the Disney-made movies began in 1981 with Raiders of the Lost Ark. Disney didn't make that. Paramount made that, I believe. Insiders came Kathleen Kennedy. Yeah, here you go. The destroyer of franchises. The oncoming storm. The Hollywood producer behind franchise is keen to make big, bold changes in that. For that, just look at the big, bold changes of the sequel trilogy. How do they go down? How do any of them work out? But no, reality doesn't impinge upon these weirdos in any way, shape, or form. Because they're crazy, mate. They're absolutely crazy. With few bigger than switching the lead character to a woman. Really? You do it all the freaking time. You've done it relentlessly. Right? I mean, like, how is this surprising? It'd be surprising if you don't do it. And it would be a huge statement and a great role for Phoebe, one said. Really? Miss Kennedy declined to comment on the rumors, but she sat on the couch and flicked off a button because she was so excited at the idea. Yes, at last little girls have a hero to look up to. What about all those other heroes you gave them to look up? Oh, they don't look up to them. Why? Because they're shit. Unfortunately, I made them all shit. Are you going to make Indiana Jones shit? Yes, I am. I'm going to make Indiana Jones into a shit woman. Okay, good. I'm glad you haven't changed your tactics, right? Oh, no. Keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Very good, Kathleen. Others in the industry cast doubt on the suggestion, but rumors have persisted that Miss Waller-Bridge will be the future star in the role. Okay, firstly, if the apocalypse wasn't coming, it's coming now to stop this, right? Okay? As fire rains down from the sky or whatever weird crap is going to happen, as frogs leap up from every body of water and consume your land, you go, at least Phoebe Waller-Bridge isn't Indiana Bloody Jones, right? As the frogs leap into your mouth and you die from being suffocated by frogs. By the way, I don't think that's going to happen. Okay, I don't think that's going to go down. Okay, just as a reasonable aside, I think the biblical plague of the Nile turning to blood. You've heard of that, right? The Nile turns to blood. In cultural terms, in the world that it was there, it was about the same like level of like world changing insanity that the fall of Afghanistan was last month. Yeah, so one would seem like, well, one's magical, one's not. The magical thing sounds cooler, right? No, the world back then was a world of magic. Magic has gone out of the world, again, according to Jewish philosophy, about 2,700 years ago, I think. There used to be this thing called idolatry. You could worship an idol, and it will give you stuff like magic, and magic would actually happen, right? And when they took that out of the world, they also magic also went out of the world. And I think also like those wacky kind of like nature-defying miracles. So yeah, you got to look at things within within its own context. I do think that the fall of Afghanistan was as world-shaking as the plague of blood. So plague of the Nile turning to blood. So that's just where my mind's at, baby. So hopefully it will stop. Lady Indiana Bloody Jones. And again, I go from high lofty things of like the world ending, apocalyptic messianic ages, and there not being a Lady Indiana Jones. Because for me, baby, it's all the same thing. And that is something they're probably going to play at my arraignment. None of the versatile actresses or writers representative in the they're really like laughing on in the UK or America responded to the question about the possibility of the new role. Disney did not respond when given the opportunity to comment. In July, the 36-year-old filmed a rooftop scene alongside American co-star Boyd Holbrook in Glasgow City, centre for the fifth movie, where the title has yet to be made public. Yeah, I totally believe it. I totally believe this is the new face of Indiana. It's going to be like a pen name or something, right? The Indiana Jones Chronicle. Then like she whatever. She's walking out with a hat. Either way, she's walking out with a hat. Okay, that's what I think is going to happen. And I think they probably wanted to do that with Shia LaBeouf, but I think he went insane. So that kind of like derailed it. Also, the movie didn't do very well because it wasn't very good, and Shia LaBeouf wasn't very good within it, right? One of the characters she plays was not spelled out. Waller-Bridge, dressed in a maroon corduroy jacket and blue trousers, and also playing the assistant to Indiana Jones. Yeah, I don't believe it. She's the person who's running everything, right? She's the assistant, right? Yeah, she's like Jeeves to Wooster. As Saul said, the gossip on set is the character will slot into the leading role. Don't doubt it. In 2019, the double Golden Globe winner, Miss Waller-Bridge, co-wrote the screenplay for No Time to Die. Oh, God, no, please, no. The 25th and final James Bond movie alongside Neil Purvis, Robert Wade, and Kari Joji Fukunaga, who's a great director. Freaking great director. I really, really like his work. Phoebe Waller-Bridge, kiss of death, mate. Buzzer said that she was brought in to introduce more humor and an offbeat style of writing. Yeah, no, she talked about the new 007 talks about having tampons and periods. That's something that, isn't that sexy, right? Oh, God, I've been trying to explain that to my bloody wife and daughters as my my puppy has been happily menstruating everywhere. It's over now, thank God. Oh, God, thank God that's over. Yeah, men don't really like talk about periods, okay? We're not really up for that, okay? And if you meet, look, ladies, if you meet a man and he is interested in your menstrual cycle, that bloke ain't for you, okay? This is the rabbi's advice, okay? That bloke is not for you. But there's introduced more humor and offbeat style and writing. She's earned reported $22 million in less than 2 years. 22 million in less than 2 years, and nobody's seen the devastation that she has wrought. But there you go. Indiana Jones is a lady now. But of course she is. What else did you expect, mate? What else did you expect? My name is Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.